Turn it up. Your DJ.
Hey. I am not your typical atypical. You gotta watch your energy, cause we were reciprocals. Damn it, so clear, sure they thought they wasn't visible. Bulletproof the vibe, butterflies when the money come to mind.
Money make me calm. It's the shit that make me know. Only money make me calm. It's gonna be there till I'm gone.
Energy. I was from them in that shit. You know, I'm from them in that.
I was
Energy. You only get what you send in me. Regular married or soul that make the movie, bro. Standing outside of that kitty.
Finish your breakfast.
I'm proud of an all-white Tesla. Get the doors up. Show these niggas you ain't gonna play this warmer. Vibe gotta come with an armor. Not just anybody can get in this aura. Lit nigga, I can bring it to you for
Wrong, spinning. I got two women. I got new dinner. Racks of fuel.
Typical, you gotta watch your energy, cause we were reciprocals. Damn it, so clear, sure they thought they wasn't visible. Bulletproof the vibe, butterflies when the money come to mind.
Money make me calm. It's the shit that make me calm. Only money make me calm.
I'm on the road to riches, driving by ya. Some niggas want pop my car. So when it's out, I play the card with the sellers and the buyers to make sure that you, hey, and that my family is straight. I put that food on your face, just for that look on your face. Just for that love, boy, tell me that everything will be okay. When I thought it was snowing, drowning my misery in the roses. Playing it to feel like I was carving. With a cup of cold finish that was pretty. Trying to make a crack, turn it to a finish. If I wanted, I got it, cause I would get it. I did some shit for you niggas, but you forget it. Only real right gang get offended. Only real right gang in attendance. Don't play no games, you say my name. Girl, pop on your block with a vengeance. It's a clock going out with pretending. I need my gold now. I got us up when I was hoping we would go down.
Okay. Turn it up.
Okay. Turn up your dial.
Your DJ's about to go with DJ Fly.
Always put myself in a position to win. Like, yeah. Switch that. He say he did what man that's big cat. Every time he hop out, come with big packs. Ain't with the chit chat. Brody gon' split that. But look, the trenches get treacherous. If you ain't solid, can't sit with us. Just send me that ad, y'all pick you up. Your ex was a lame, I could fix you up. Like, not big. None of you niggas gon' try me. You don't like me, I know what it is. Cause you bitch on my heels and you bitch on my body. But look, I like fast flips. Only exotics in my spot. Never was into no. Cause my Ura Trishy. I wanna see you get trishy. Casamigos, her body, she freaky. They took their own run, so don't act like you need
it. Hit like boom, boom, boom. This your face, bitch, stay on you. I'm the coldest in the room.
You want it? Well, you got it. You're in the mix with DJ Fly High.
I'm the coldest in the room. Got it caught on silver spoon. I know lie to the truth. This shit hit like boom, boom, boom. This shit hit like boom, boom, boom. This shit hit like boom, boom, boom. This shit hit like boom, boom, boom.
You want it? Well, you're in the mix with DJ Fly High.
Your little bitch of them too. My God, hell is shit loose. My dad got like boom, boom, boom.
You want it? Well, you're in the mix with DJ Fly High.
What's your chat to? What's your chat about? About to get hit like horses. What? Don't childish fuck that fuck shit. I tell she ain't talking about me. I can tell she on Instagram from. Got no crap for
From the East Coast to the West Coast.
I don't really out here judging, but if you want to go home budget, you shit cute say no. Bitch, what boys out my face, but snacks I'm a buffet. I rain on parade, he ain't like me, okay. Your money quiet, what you say? Park a bitch like a valet, he ain't got no feng shui. Fix your face, bitch, stay on mute. I'm the coldest in the room. Break the count on silver spoon. I know lies to the truth. My car has stars on the roof.
You want it? Well, you got it. You're in the mix with
Oh, 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 oh. We getting lit up in it. Oh, 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 oh. That's right. You know what time it is. Stop the Cat Podcast. Each and every Mother Loving Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know the vibe. Nothing more to say. Ain't no thing but a Mother Loving chicken wing. You know what I mean? So, you already know each and every Friday we do Stop the Cat Podcast, dope time. But last couple of Fridays we've been hitting hardcore topics. I mean, appreciate you got me tapped up. Just a bang bang on the name, man. You know what I mean? Can I get a home? Yeah, oh yeah. Um. So let me just put on the instrumental music real quick. Man. So this week's a little interesting. As you can see, the title for this week's a little spicy. Little spicy. Sorry, folks. All right. So you can see the topic of tonight. Now, I mean, are you parenting? Are you narrating? Like Naruto narrating, parenting narrating, but you know, you get the drift. You get the drift. You get the drift. You get the drift. Nah, man, you get the drift. You get the drift. So, the reason why I brought up this conversation, brought up, right? Y'all wondering like, oh, blah, you never bring up these, you never brought this conversation, touch a little home plate because you're not a parent.
Stop the cap.
Well, it's a lot of shit that I see that I don't like, man. What I mean, I don't like, I don't like, man. Nah, man, and we gotta talk about it. Real talk. So, conversation was brought to you by they brought the conversation. So, reason why the conversation was brought up because a lot of parents have noticing a lot of influx in between kids' mental behavior, especially under the ages of 18 and under. Now, I mean, and it got to folks to wondering and started doing tests and theories and stuff like that. So, y'all know me. I'm a numbers man. I see us talk about numbers and facts all day. That's what we do. Nah, man. We're going to talk about it straight up. The numbers. We're going to show you the numbers. Now, anybody got something to say? That's the hotline down below, 718-215-9015. I already know the 5. Or if you got on the Discord line, hit the exclamation Disky, DISCORD. Hop on that Discord line if you don't want to sit there and call in. If y'all want to keep your numbers private. But, I mean, we try and do something different out here out of respect. So, now I mean, so I'm gonna pull up the chart so we can get funky with it. Real talk, because I'm not even gonna cap. When I was reading the numbers and doing the overall schematics of it, I was like, huh? So this is the chart. This is the chart of mental health topics that parents are very concerned about. Struggling with depression, bullying, being kidnapped or abducted, getting beaten or attacked. Getting beaten or attacked. Know what I mean? Having problems with drugs, getting shot, getting pregnant at a young age, or getting in trouble with the police. But let's talk about uh let's talk about the fact that the one issue that negates everybody a lot. Know what I mean? I'm gonna get back to the chart momentarily, folks. I'm gonna put the chart right there real quick. Y'all see the numbers. If y'all need me to make it bigger for y'all, splash, splash, tap, tap, on a tap, and that. Know what I mean? Through this bar real quick. Those are the numbers, right? So we're gonna get into the momentarily. We're gonna get into the momentarily. Real talk. We're gonna get into momentarily. But the question, real talk, and I had to bring it up like in a such a demean manner, is really, truthfully, um, are adults are adults freaking out? Let's talk about, are adults freaking out because of the fact that it's hard to sit here and parent now these days, because all this real talk, all this stimulated from one issue and one issue only, and it's right here in the wake of the COVID epidemic. Now I mean, uh, the COVID epidemic, which has, as you can see, brought in 35% of more health concerns and worries than the world has ever seen. Why? Because we were so isolated, we were so bottlenecked up, we were so uh in a, what's the word? I'm gonna use military talk right now for my military nutheads in the chat. Now I mean, shout out to y'all. Vets all day and proud of y'all. Thank you for serving my country. Now I mean, without y'all, we would not have this level of infrastructure or be who we are. Now I mean, that can't fly high. Now I mean, um, it's to the point where we live in a 3 foot bubble, right? 3 foot bubble. Like you see the screen right here. That's the 3 foot bubble that we live in, right? The 3 foot wall. You can't control anything outside the 3 foot wall, and that's the old military saying, because there's so much shit happening, right? But the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, notes. I mean, looking at the notes, trying to read at the same time. uh, problem is, problem is the fact that we sit here and don't expect the help within the 3 foot bubble. We have people inside that 3 foot bubble that's willing to help, but we don't sit there and acknowledge them. We just sit there and just, okay, I'm gonna let everything pile up and get to me, and the next thing you know, we explode. And we can't let that happen, folks. We can't let that happen. Powered, brought to you by, you already know, Arizona green tea. You already know the vibes. You know what I mean? Cheers. We can't let it get to us of the fact that it will affect us long term longevity. Because look at these. Because look at the stats. Real talk. Look at the stats. Real talk. This is what parents. Now, I'm not a parent. Once again, shout out to the parents in the chat. But this is what y'all have to watch out for. Struggling with anxiety and depression. Extremely high, 40%. Some people, 36% said somewhat, 23% said not at all. Being bullied. 35% of parents now these days said yes. 39 said washy-washy. What gets me is this particular number right here. Getting beaten or attacked. 25% say okay, while 30 and 41% not at all, right? Stop. 41% say, nah, that doesn't happen, getting beaten up or attacked. Stop the cap. Let me tell y'all something. Yes, the fuck that shit is. That shit gets really, really crazy. Hold on 1 second, chat. Dude, oh my god, Mr. Gould, welcome in, welcome in. I was typing, writing, and about these notes real quick that we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, about parenting, about what parents fear. And it just hit me. My friend, I asked my friend if it's okay I could talk about the situation kindly without spreading details about it. And I'm waiting for a response right now. But speaking about that, the number 41%, oh 43%, sorry. I'm talking about being kid adopted. 43% say getting beaten or be getting beaten or attacked is okay. I mean, it doesn't really happen. Don't y'all know because of the pandemic, that number is falsely accurate, is falsely incorrect. That number should be corresponded to very extremely likely. It should be literally 67%. Because do y'all know there's on an average of 10 to 12 cases that do not get reported to the cops about a child getting beaten by the parents or getting beaten by caretakers or whatever the case may be. And I hate to say this. I hate to really, really say this. We don't know why this shit happens. It's because folks do not want to be held accountable for their transgressions and for all the bullshit that they put down. Now, I mean, if you are now, I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers to the bad parents. Now, to y'all bad parents. Now, I mean, if y'all out here so just being so bad, now, I mean, that's a different story. That's all I gotta say. If you out here just, I don't give a fuck about my child, and I'ma just you know, just do me. Nah, I mean, then that's you. But let me let me let me get to this narrative. What I'm trying to say is, if you are a parent, right, and if you see your child getting beaten, shouldn't you automatically sit up there defend your parent? I mean, defend your child. Shouldn't you automatically sit up there and say, "Yo, you put my hands on my child, X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna beat that ass." Shouldn't a parent, or let alone a grandparent, nah, I mean, should sit there defending their child from being, or their grandchild from getting licked? Like, make it make sense. Now, I mean, what's so bad about defending today's generation kids? Why? What's so bad about defending them? Right? What's so bad? Let's see the pros and cons. Let's have people write in the chat. What's so bad about trying to defend these kids now these days? Right? Um, because um, we just sit here and throw so many narratives. We sit in this void narrative where we sit here and complain about a lot of stuff that kids do, but really, actually, truthfully, we should hear them out because these are the things that they are saying that you know we as parents are saying. And I'm not even a parent. I'm just saying it out there. Like we have voiced our opinion so much, try to protect our kids, but in all actuality, are we really parenting or are we narrating? You know what I mean? Like, are we teaching them the right way so they can avoid all of this? Or we are teaching them the incorrect way? Because apparently these numbers don't add up because I'm really doing the research a little bit more right now on my spare time. And I noticed that this whole way of life and how we conduct ourselves, right? Especially about how to go about the next generation. I think, and that's going to lead to a separate topic of what I'm about to say is, um, I think as adults, we never have the understanding, right, of the word counterflux. What I mean by the word counterflux, right? What I mean by it's like this. You was born in an era where technology was primitive. These kids are born in an era where technology is advanced. And to sit here and parent in the age of social media has people very concerned. And that's the second topic of today. Is parenting in social media times very hard or very easy? And I'm gonna say it in the simplest terms for people, because we live in a society where um we live in a society where everything literally is a flick of a switch. Everything is literally a flick of a switch. Real talk. And I, I'm really interested in the concept of how we can move forward in life, because we are bumping heads with these kids about a lot of stuff that should not be bumping heads with. Um, I know the upbringing from the 80s and the 90s is more rigid and more structured compared to the upbringings of the early 2000 and 2010s and even the 2020 kids. Um, I see a lot of influx in between arguments, right? Um, what I mean by influx of arguments, I mean influx of harsh reality argument, because we sit here and literally just pick and choose what to attack these kids at without even listening to them. Sometimes it's more of we need to understand their mindset instead of us trying to automatically push the narrative of how we was brought, like the rules, the regulations, the spontaneous, let me, yes sir, yes ma'am type of vibes. Because put it to you like this, between the ages of 12 and 17 who participated in a program, 3% out of that program said, quote to quote, uh it's hard to talk to my mother and father because they don't see the perspective of the fact that if I'm not a part of the social media group, and I'm reading this off of a website right now, I feel neglected and left out. Now, let's look at the link. It's in New York Times. New York Times within social media, media and teams, HTML. I'll put in the link for below. Now, what they have set up is rules, and the rules are: if you are going to live in today's society and you're trying to navigate the world of trying to help a teen out and try to understand your teen, listen to what they got to say. Know what I mean? You don't got to reply to them right away. You know what I mean? You just listen to them, see what their vibe is, check their temperatures. If they feel disgruntled about something, take the time out to encourage them. Don't just sit there and be, no, you can't do it, da da da. Especially with these young generation kids too, especially the infant. Now, a lot of people now these days are always springing into action, having kids left and right because you know. I'm not trying to say it as a snob or a snap, but I know I know y'all clip before this later. When you in the ocean of the motion of the motion of the motion of the wishy-washy ocean, right? You like how I did that, right? Things happen. Things fucking happen, alright? I'm just saying. Things kind of happen. You know what I mean? And some people don't want to take the word accountability under their belt. So you have people out here just be like, oh, bro, like X, Y, Z to the ABC. But within all actuality, bro, we got to start taking accountability. We got to start taking a whole lot of accountability to a lot of this stuff because mental health is on the rise and this whole co-parenting from separate homes do influx on a lot of these kids. And that's why you see a lot of parenting struggling with raising their kids, trying to raise them abruptly because the homes is broken and families broken. If family broken, the home is broken, real talk. But at the same time, you do got technology that does have a major influence on kids because 66% of today's society, kids are on tablets. Kids are on tablets, and we will talk about that. Right. We gotta take a quick commercial break. Time. Boy, DJ Fly. I'm gonna hit you with a couple of tunes, just a few, real quick. It's all from this vibe right here. Where is it? You know what time it is. Let's get to it. Know what I mean.
There ain't really nothing that you owe me. When I touch the stage, you can't hold me down. When I get rowdy, you gon' know me. Okay. In the fast lane, you can't slow me down. When I speed up, swing around the city, you might see us. Got me feeling like a man, I'm a phenom. And I don't think they understand I'm feeling free. Being what I wanna be, ain't no one controlling me, no. I know that's something they don't like to see, no. You can take a seat, I'll take the lead, no. Be the man, the thing that comes cheap, but I'd rather pay the fee if I know I won't be. Change, you couldn't hold me back. What I want, you couldn't stop me. And if freedom comes, you gonna steal that phone. Stick you gun through, no work, no back. Got the path I chose, no click, no pack. My actors can't be controlled. I'm not on any court. I'm like an open court. What am I fighting for?
Turn it up. Turn up your dial. Your DJ's about to go. DJ Fly.
Cause ain't no one controlling me now. Know that something they don't like to see now. You can take a seat, I take a lead now. You may think that come cheap, but I'd rather play the beat if I know I won't be back. By these chains, you couldn't hold me back. What I want, you couldn't stop me. And if freedom calls, you gotta steal that phone. That's even when I'm on the road, ain't losing no, got too much I'm fighting for, ain't letting go, I won't, I'm doing everything that I can, I'd risk it all, if it means that you won't fall, I'll be here, by your side is where I stand, check it, look. You may not get it now, but like an inheritance, you will, it ain't written out. Life is like a bill, you gotta figure out. I move with no request, or you might wish I took a different route. Equivalent exchange, you gain.
Turn it up.
Turn up your dial.
Turn it up.
Turn up your dial.
Your DJ's about to go. DJ Fly.
Look, I always been a starter. I be a martyr if that's how my father chooses to use me to push his father. When life took a jab, I ate it, then hit him harder. I'm blessed with these hands, don't get picked off like a garden. Ooh, I see him adamant. Digging that grave, they gon' put adamant. Snakes battling, but that don't rattle him. Demons seem to be the only thing that I be battling, but that don't matter when I walk with the spirit, he scattered them so. I don't really care about that noise that you talking. Nothing that they say is bigger than who I walk with. Never sell my soul, but you took yours to the auction. My worth they couldn't offer. The devil tried to offer, yeah, but his word way sharper. He want me in the dirt, in the coffin. Gotta fix him coffin. Know I'll be a light when the night at its darkest. Eyes on me, I can see they wanna slide on me. God told me just to ride on me. Don't you worry about a thing, I'm the one that gives you strength. God give me power, this is my hour to weather the storm. The weapon you stepping with for the record could never do harm. On records, I give them lessons to beat when I'm blessing them on. I'm dropping the bomb, just like when Adam split. You know it's heaven sent, anytime that it's effortless. I'm in that booth just cooking up, I'm a chef with it. Thinking you stopping us, you out of your depth with this. God be my God, he kinda like what a chef it is. So I don't really care about the ways that you talking. You can't get inside the well where I'm walking. Man, this word what I'm walking all through the darkness. Even when they tried to off, yeah. But his word way sharper. He want me in the dirt, in the coffin. Gotta fix him coffin. Know I'll be a light when the night at its darkest. Eyes on me, I can see they wanna slide on me. God told me just to ride on me.
That's right. That's right. Adam. All day. Gotta play that. Adam. Man. Yes, sir. Woo. You know what time it is. You already know your boy DJ Fly High. We back at it again. Nah, I mean, let me just switch over to that drill level quick. Nah, I mean, for the real quick. Nah, I mean. So, we're going to continue on. Because we got a lot to talk about. A little bit of time, baby. A little bit of time. Back to what I was saying. That you know what I mean? We live in a world where it's like we gotta like literally take accountability with these kids. We gotta show them I mean, cause real talk, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Share this tab instead. Oh man, excuse me. This right here. I'm about to pull up. Right here, I'm about to pull up right now. This is the most craziest topic we ever have to talk about. Real talk. Um, real talk. Let's be realistic. This right here is crazy. Like, I'm gonna say this. Like, I never thought it would be a type of situation where I have to talk about this. So, majority of parents are concerned that their child might be spending too much time on the screen. Too much time on the effing screen. Well, I mean, too much time on the effing screen. I mean, too much time on the screen. I'm talking about they are literally zombified worse than us. So, you know how we play video game, we get off at like probably get off like two in the morning, 3 in the morning. We'll catch some Z's. Like, yo, these kids are like it's fucking frightening. It's really fucking frightening to talk about. It's really frightening because it's like, bro, it's like this is what the kids are going through now these days. This is what we're talking about. First, they be too boxed up in their own little bubble, 3-foot bubble, 4-foot bubble. They don't want to come out, and then they want to glue to the screen and act like, okay, that's escape that they're going to have. But in all actuality, it's not an escape. It's just more of a tunnel. It's more of putting yourself in a tunnel. It's putting yourself to the pitch black dark hole. When I mean to the pitch black dark hole, I'm talking about, you know how people sit here and just fall into the abyss. That's where it's going right now, folks. And we need to wake up. And we need to realize, like, straight up, like, we live in a society where it's like we just want to just throw the kids into the screen and just be like, here, get out my face. Like, no, like, nah, yo, stop the cap. Like, for real. Take a pause, take a seat back and see what's wrong with the little one. Don't just sit there and dismiss them, because when you dismiss them, that's when I can't think of the actual terminology name. It's a medical term. I asked my friend and it slipped my brain. Damn it, baga. Anyway, it's a medical term that lowers the response in a person's brain. Um it's kind of like when you get shot, certain chemical in your brain cells deteriorate, and it miscommunicates with the rest of your body and puts you in a semi-comatose state. The way she explained it, I'm trying to remember for verbatim, not mind you. Like, I had this conversation with her like before we did the podcast, so she was throwing out a lot of medical stuff at me before the time. So please just be let me know, say what stuff. Correct myself, but um, it's just a crazy situation how we as parents, and I say we as parents because I want to be a parent someday, and I know I'm learning from all this. Got to take accountability of it now, because if we don't take accountability now, these are the numbers that's going to happen, right? So I'm gonna put the numbers up real quick. So majority of parents are concerned that their child might spend too much time on the screen. This is particularly in the U.S. This is not particularly overseas. This is because you already know. Oh, you already know them overseas parents don't play. Man, they sit there and I can't do that. I can't do that. I get in trouble for that. Yeah, they'll sit there and what you say? Do I do it? See, and that's where I think that's where a lot of people fuck up at too, because in the United States here, um, parental whoopings are not allowed as they used to be. They're not really allowed what they used to be. They are really more more of a verbal conversation, verbal stuff, but it does get to the point, folks. Now the question is, do you sit here verbally keep on dealing with it, or after a while you're gonna go to the old school way and spare the rod, spoil the child type of vibes? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Shout out to all my sponsors. Nah, I mean, shout out to everybody got me tapped up, tuning in right now. If those who coming in, I mean, we are talking about this. Y'all want to jump in? You already know the hotline 718-215-9015. You know the vibes. You know what I mean? So this is the number chart that we're dealing with, folks. This is the number chart that we're dealing with. Like real talk, like majority of parents, 71% are concerned, 84 is conflicted. Like let's go to the top. They are concerned that child might ever spend too much time in front of the screen. Some say 40%, some say 31, some say 28. It's 71% concern on that aspect, right? Then you have um then you have based off of children from the ages of 5 to 11. Now this is the scary part. The ages from 5 to 11. Now when I was growing up, the ages of 5 to 11, my behind did not once touch a video game until 11, 12, right? Respectfully. But I did snuck in late night watch late night Toonami. Nah, I mean watch that Inuyasha if y'all understand I mean that bullshit, we ain't gonna get to talk about that. But just the concept of I snuck, know what I mean? But I never was, you know, on devices compared to today's society where the ages are 5 to 11 and they're on devices, right? And it's very concerning. This is based on social media users. I mean, if parents have multiple children, they asked to focus on one child while answering this question. Don't give, you know, that plays into a factor too when you have multiple children involved. Like you got to pay attention to one child and you decide to sit there, throw the tablet to another one. It really is concerning because um the following questions are the following question is, do you allow your kids maximum screen time, like how these parents are going about it? Because apparently parents with young children find themselves clearly making and make feel very anxious about the effects of full-time screen full time. 71% parents of children under the age of 12 say they are at least somewhat concerned their child might ever spend too much time in front of the screen, including 31% who are concerned about this. Once again, during the COVID outbreak, this has jumped. While majority of parents with young children say that they are very somewhat confident in knowing the appropriate amount of screen time in their child and also seeking out advice from others. 61% of the child under the age of 11 say they are receiving advice from information or screen time from doctors or medicine. So this is becoming an epidemic, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have to understand what we're talking about right here. Your your child between the ages of 2 to 12. Let's be realistic. The age of 2 to 12 have a maximum hours. Now I'm just writing. I'm jotting numbers down, so don't mind me if I'm looking down. 2 to 12, right? Let's say a maximum hours of throughout their life. No, throughout that bracket, a 10-year bracket. 5,000, 360,000 seconds are in a day. Hours is 594 times a 10-year cycle. So that's 549,000 hours, right? Let's say 600,000 to be more precise. Let's say 600K, right? Let's say 600K hours they logged, right? Let's say that right there is a increase of 10 years, maybe a 45 to a 60% increase, right? Of just being absorbed to the TV, right? What does that do? That will damper their education. That will make them less attentive on certain things. Yes, for some kids, now for some kids it works. For some kids, you do have kids where the screen time of these hours can literally amplify their progress in school, make them more self-reliant, more multitasking, but it also depends on the one key structure thing. If you got a single parent home, there's some trouble because now I wasn't gonna get here, I wasn't gonna do this, I wasn't gonna be bashful, but we here, so let's talk about it, right? Uh sorry. To all of these single parents, especially these single mothers. Nah, I mean, I got a real task. I got a real task. Real talk, right? Real talk. You can sit here for 22 hours, right? If it's possible, or 24 hours, if it's possible, and not fuck up a child's mental health. Meaning, right? Real talk. Meaning, if you see your child, now I mean, going through some shit, whatever the case may be, right? You shouldn't sit there and be toxic and bring the baby daddy into the mix and be toxic in general. Cause what I'm getting at is I've been hearing the word on the wire is when shit don't work y'all way, y'all sit here and literally just want to complain and argue and want to throw shade, right? It takes a village to raise a person. Real talk. If y'all sit up there struggling with y'all kings, y'all little princes, real talk. Hit up a family member who's a male. Real talk. Don't just sit there and go to your girlfriends, go to mama, go to grandma. Nah. This is a male situation. And this is what's wrong with a lot of females who are single mothers now these days. They never raised their kid, aka their son, the proper way. You know what I'm saying? This has a lot to do with it as well. Being on the screen all the time, being in front of the damn technology all the time, just absorbing yourself in it like okay, and just hearing all crazy backlashes in the background, hearing your mom arguing with Tom, Dick, and Harry about him cheating on her because whatever the case may be. Right, we have to take accountability in a lot of stuff we do around these kids and how we let these kids literally have access to stuff like this because if they can really grasp a lot of technology at a young age without going to school and learning the fundamentals. Now, when it comes to school, we all know school's hard. We all know school's hard. We know today's society, which I'm gonna get at too with this topic at hand. The parenting, coming back to parenting. Now, I mean, are you really parenting or you're narrating, especially when it comes to the whole school aspect? You got gun shooting, you got beatings, you got create like for instance, right? I'm gonna pull up a situation that happened recently in school, and this is from crazyclip.com. Respectfully, crazy clips do crazy things. Where is it? Just one second, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a school situation too. Uh, it was basically a teenager kid, right? Um, just, just, it's so sad, yo. Like now, what I mean is sad. I mean it's sad. I'm going to show in a second. I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to make sure it's the right one. Because the one I saw was going to show you a totally different situation. Just saw him on the phone cheating. That's crazy too, in front of the teacher. Uh, and pranking the teacher, but that was kind of crazy. But that's not what I'm talking about. It was. Uh, just one second. I had it up. Uh, this right here, right now, mind you, viewer discretion is advised, right? This is what I mean. All you parents are narrating, right? And what I'm about to show you is very cringy. You know what I mean? Viewer discretion is advised. Know what I mean?
Bro, why your voice cracking, my nigga? Come on, bro. Yeah, walk the fuck back, nigga. You want me to
First,
hold up,
first of all,
nigga?
first of all, first of all, first of all, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. As as if that was my child talking to a teacher, real talk, I don't care. I'm putting pause on that motherfucker. I'm putting a pause on my child, respectfully.
Stop the cat.
Respectfully. Respectfully. I'm putting a pause on my son. Because that means I didn't raise my son right. But that right there shows of the household division. You don't have mom and dad in the house to tell you right from wrong. You only have mom in the house. And whatever you see what mom does, whatever you react. Now I mean, this whole single household shit really got to end, bro. Like, I understand not everybody click. I understand co-parenting sucks. I get it. Although people need to figure shit out. Nah, I mean, real talk. Because this is crazy. This is what our generation of kids look like. You know what I mean? I'm gonna continue. Like, look, let's go.
Not me being bitch.
Now, mind you, this is a teacher, old school. Now, I mean, this is like he's like probably 20 years older than me, so he would be like my gym teacher, top five. You know what I mean?
What? Bro, I'm on, bro. Do you really say that shit, bro? I'm on, bro. Everybody saying that shit, my nigga. Bro, they lying shit, bro. Stop lying, my nigga. You the one lying, bro. I'm on, bro. Stop running, my nigga. You know you said that shit, bro. I'm on. Bro, say it too, bro. You right here, bro. Everybody watching, my nigga. What's up? You ain't telling me shit. Bro, I'm on, nigga.
I give the professor cool. I give the music director cool stat because look at all because literally, if you really look how he's leaning, old school status, that's a clean knock. That's a clean tap one tap that ass. You're out cold. But you know you could get fired from that. But so he's just like, yo, he swings, I swing. But it's just a concept of kids now these days. Yes, they're going through a mental health crisis. Yes, they're trapped in a 3 foot bubble, so they lash out and try to be the big tooth, big bob. But lashing out like this, like this, it makes you wonder. Real talk. It makes you wonder. Like, and I'm not trying to be on some funny shit. It really makes you wonder. Like, are we living in a society, or are we living in a purgatory? Real talk. Are we living in a society, or are we living in purgatory? Real talk. Because we we literally are in a We are still in the pandemic, but we are in the mental pandemic. We are in the mental aspect of the pandemic. We are in this thing where it's like, holy shit, shish kebabi on a nas kebabi. Like my whole brain is like in this joint type thing. Like my brain is like, you know, there type thing. You know what I mean? Like out there, like just not supposed to be where it is. And this is what leads to people to do irrational and irresponsible things like this. This what leads people to sit here and just basically just self-destruct themselves, man. Like I can't get no deeper than that, folks. Real talk, I can't get no deeper than that. You're out here self-destructing yourself. Real talk. Because you literally want to be big bad wolf because you seen it from your mama whose boyfriend tried to pounce on her, and like I'm telling you folks, all of this is a lot of mental health that is lingering in these kids' mind, and because of COVID and because of how their upbringing is, it's just magnified to the point where like I'm gonna keep it funky with you, bro. I don't like this whole lifestyle we live in, folks. It makes me want to sit here, no cap, wonder, know what I mean, what are we doing, right? Wondering how the hell is our future going to even last? Because we're going through trials and tribulation overseas. Israel is being attacked right now. Shit is going down right now. So for you to, you know, not be reciprocal to your child's feelings to try to guide him so we don't have suspicious activities like this. Come on now, chat. Come on. Because look how just look how the professor handled the situation. Now, is he gonna swing? We don't know. We'll see. I
So
never
you
seen
say
this
that shit,
before.
what's up, bro? You say that shit, bro? You say that shit or what? I'm telling you, bro.
Now he did say you better leave, you better leave, you better leave. He swung first, yeah. I give it to the OG. I give it to the OG. I give it to the OG. The OG is whooping his ass because these kids are like, these kids are trying. This was problem because it starts from at home. Are you parenting or are you narrating? Real talk. Are you parenting or narrating? Are you just sitting there letting your son do all this crazy bullshit or your child do all this crazy bullshit? Because look at it like this, right? We are in a society where we are so quick to flex the arms. And half the time when these kids are fighting out here, they really fighting. Like, for prime example, right? This kid right here. This kid right here, right? Got jumped. Kid right here got jumped, talking shit, whatever the case may be. Right? Look, just look how crazy society has becoming, and we don't even talk to these kids. If we could sit here and figure out why they're so pent up and so much aggressiveness at home, but it starts at home once again. That right there, you didn't learn from just being a one-time kid. Like you've been fighting. That right there shows you've been fighting, but it's just a concept of that's what's happening with all these kids now these days. They're so quick to fight, and half the time it's over dumb stuff. And not just recently, we just heard over here in New York City, right? R.I.P. to the kid shot, got shot for some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel. No, I'm a close with this before we start music talk, and then we're going to hit our closing talk. I feel like society, because of COVID hit, society is now on edge. Everybody got all this pent up rage and aggression that they had in their lives, right? But they never really handled it correctly. It's just more of a floodgate. Now everything is happening. Now everybody wants a piece of the action, all this extra stuff. Well, the Bible did say warring days will be upon us. And I see right now there are warring days upon us. So please be safe. Please, folks, talk to your kids. Especially these teens. Like, let them know, because because all of this, being on social media, being glued to the TV, watching violence, playing violence, all this stuff adds up to problems that we don't need and we don't want to have. You know what I mean? Like, especially with social media. You know what I mean? Just guide the kids. Know what I mean? So we're gonna take another quick music break before we talk about actual music talk. Nah, I mean, I'm gonna hit you with I'm actually gonna hit you with a classic right now. I mean, y'all know the classic, y'all know the vibes. Let's get to it real quick. What? What? Ho, 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 let's go.
Thank you to Trinidad. Pick up the whole of them. Come on, get it, no, I get anything I do. Headline
Turn it up. Your DJ's about to go in. DJ Fly High.
most of them not even Christians. Click bang, body sinking at the quicksand. See that full of bomb like Afghanistan. If you with me, I me know the enemy, them a free, and me know they're not sorry for me. People are ball and a screen, cause we bad than we mean. Bloody crime scene, calamity. That's how we shoot out, we and figure Canada G. Make them have a experience, no gravity. Tell a pussy when I laugh up when I dead dog. Violent people are dead dog. Shoulda keep in your bed, cause Taliban's them a make work. When I laugh up when I dead dog. Madness are where we end us. When I shoot people, we end up in a red grass. No Taliban's like them new sure guns. Make you not sleep at your yard in a 4 months. And so we make people a more now. Like y'all get fucked down a whole house. Laugh bars for the year that me sure about. And if you see me travel with a 9X, and no politician with me, I go vote out. 4 kilo, 4 seat and 4 rounds. Them on the tea like Lipton, and like the best boom boom they are Kingston. So me buy a Birkin for Jada Kingdom. Some people vex on my phone get bring down. Me too rich now, so me buy 6 more. What's the plan? Supply mannequin, and you can't manage when pellets them traveling.
When I did that, what? Finally, people, and I did that. Come on now. Well, you know what time it is, your boy DJ Fly. Let's get it to now. What? But alive, when I did that, what? Ban me some and when I shoot people for him in the red crap. We got one more. We got one more. We got one more. We got one more. We got one more in the building. We got one more in the building, and we're gonna get back to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. What? What? Better pussy, better alive. Oh, when I did that, what? Finally, people, and I did that. Sing it now. Woo, 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 woo. Better alive. Oh, when I did that.
Now she could get more from Tele. She get now she could get more from Tele. She get now she could get more from Tele.
Turn it up.
Turn up your dial.
Your DJ's about to go in. DJ Fly High.
Stay pimping his head. Personally, me no gyal no problem. Make the gyal them sweat like them come from one a name ting a ling a ling. School bell a ring. Time to go sing. The bird around in. The instrument a switch up. Me still a roll. We need more than a million gyal go. Now she could get more from Tele. She get now she could get more from Tele. She get now she could get more from Tele. She couldn't get more from Tele. Oh, once more. On my way, keep my body, walk to bed. Don't let me ginger me, you the bed. Don't let me ginger me, oh, once more. On my way, keep my body, walk to bed. Don't let me ginger me, you the bed. Don't let me ginger me. Everybody say, oh, say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say oh. Say oh, say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, 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 yeah. Said as long as all my ladies love me, y'all haters can't touch me. As long as all my homies love me, y'all haters can't touch me.
Nay rusty, bang bang. Sing it, sing it, sing it. Come on, come on.
She couldn't get. Now she couldn't get more from Tele. She couldn't get more from Tele. She couldn't get more from Tele. Oh, once more on my way. Let me ginger me, you the bed. Let me ginger me. Oh, once more on my way.
Baby, my body won't you be? But baby, chicha me roady be. Ho, 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 ho. Ah, woo! You gotta know the Afro beats be singing when that be singing. I mean. So, new song of the day. Shout out to my boy Adrenaline World, local Queens artist. He did his own. We all know The Drift by DJ Devado, all them heads. So he did his version. It's called Submit Rock. You know what I mean. Shout out to Queens in the building. Shout out to One Time for the Caribbean in the building. Shout out to 2 Times. You know what I mean. You boy DJ Flyhouse. Let's get to it, baby. Playing you the clean version. Let's go.
Like Christmas breeze, the girl pretty like hibiscus leaf. I'm a chain just a light up Christmas tree. If she get a 1K, then me no feed girl when me not look sick. Hey, girl in my house 5 o'clock, big tree. None of them no 16, all of them a big. Got me eye on the pretty doctor with 6 teeth. I'm a line so the tint up bigs look fit. Vitamin shirt, G-star, skinny jeans, polo make me feel cheap. Take the metadine freaks, I should never treat cheats. So me let her be
Turn it up.
Turn up your dial.
Your DJ's about to go in. DJ Fly High. Turn it up.
Turn up your dial.
Your DJ's about to go in.
Money crump up like a Sherman. I'm a vehicle, I'm a German. I'm interested in her, so I'm in a question who are her, man. Mal and a summer rough. But I can't do dance with this. If the enemy, you run them and go job. And the girlfriend see me and I watch. Me no do the bag of dance in me rock. I saw me rock. Me no ding dong, me no know how to dance, man. And I saw me rock. Yo, my G, me no wear cut off jeans and white tee. Make you think the girl them saying look nice, make you think the Them same can't IP, me no have yard clothes. Anything me put on can start show. I anywhere me car park is a car show. Just by the bima and wrap it in a chart code. Left it on Chicago, yeah. But look on like glass boat. Remember we stay fly like passport. Wish me coulda dance, but me can't, so me rough. But me can't do dance with this. If the enemy, I run them a go chop. And the girlfriend see me and I watch. Me no do the bag of dancing, me rock. I saw me rock. I saw me rock.
Okay, Adrenaline. I'm feeling this, man. I'm feeling my homie from Adrenaline. Shout out to Queens one more time in the building, I mean. Adrenaline, I mean. Something made it rock. Because, you know, this is part of the Drift Scaries. Oh, okay. 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 I could dig it. 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 That's something made it rock. Nah, I mean. Boy, DJ Fly High. You know, we breaking all new music, all new vibes, nah, man. So speaking about that, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna continue on breaking some music, breaking some vibes out here. Nah, man, I'm gonna actually download. I'm actually download one song real quick. Actually, nah, I'm not gonna download one song. I'm actually gonna play it. Cause I know her shit just dropped, and I'm actually looking forward to her new project. Where is it? Just 1 second, folks. So this is brand new. Once again, we're breaking records, breaking new stuff. This came out 3 weeks ago, called City on Fire. Your homegirl key story from the Bronx. Shout out to the BX baby. Like I said, we're going all around the world. We're breaking new music. So we're hitting the BX right now. On God. Nah, me. Let's get to it, baby.
Your DJ. I just know it.
And the crazy part. It's a crazy part. I'm just now catching on the fact that she used "We on Fire." It's up in here. It's burning hot. We on fire. Should we take? Yo. I'm clipping this and I'm coming at you, Key. You, man. If you're gonna spit the old school shit like that, you could have spit it with. You could have gave me a little more sauciness on it. You gave me the sauce. It was Alfredo-y, but I expected that rum spice sauce next time, alright? Mm, mm. Next on the list, we're gonna keep the ball rolling. Next on the list, we got my homegirl Coca. Coca always comes out of retirement, drop a new song, and goes right back in retirement. Know what I mean? So we're gonna check out her new song called "Wow." Know what I mean? Shout out to Coca in the building, all the way from what Harlem, Brooklyn, New York. She's explicit with the bars. Nah, man, let's get to it. Whoa, time out. You can hear the phone? Yeah, it must have got blocked. Yeah. Well, I definitely go check it out. Then her name is Coco Wow, strip club song. I guess they must have blocked it at the end on it. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do one better. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. If I could download it real quick. Here it is. All right, let me play it now. If y'all can hear it, let me know.
Stab me in my back, I be like, wow, 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 wow. When I turn my back, they be like, damn. Miss November, baby, said we friends, but then she shaved me. I'm a wavy lady, hit my jig up all like Katie. Keep a cross up on my neck, so I got Jesus saved. Outside since a youngin', took them dollar fares to KB. Telling stories how you living off them lies, and I keep a Badiana like a pretzel where we tie. Looking at my life, I wanna steal it cause you fried. Hater on my left, right. Stab me in my back, I be like, wow, 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 wow. When I turn my back,
It's type shaky. It fits a strip club vibe. It's more like not strip club vibe, more like I'm trying to be nice about it. You know what I mean? But like I said, strip club vibes. That's how I'm feeling, man. I'm really feeling. It's more like strip club. The audio is not the song. No, but you can't do it like she couldn't be me if you have my ID. Ski, pour the ice on me. Fine, yeah, I know you want to hide me. Big deal like a sale, not free. Good catch, got the hook and the bill on D. Walk in, spot on T, gotta keep shit cute. It get real on P. Wow. This shit hit like boom, boom. This shit hit like boom, boom, boom. Fix your face, bitch. Thank. I saw what you're talking about. I saw what you're talking about. Yeah, because I didn't have the audio up. I tried to nerf the audio out of respect. I'm gonna play it one last time out of respect. I'm gonna play it one more time out of respect. I'm gonna play it one more time out of respect. Cause I was trying to nerf my audio. Hold on. Good looks on that.
Damn. Miss November, baby, said we friends, but then she shaved me. I'm a wavy lady, hit my jig up, boy, like Katie. Keep a cross up on my neck, so I got Jesus saved. I was out since a youngin', took them dollar fans to Katie. Telling stories how you living off them lies, and I keep a Badiana like a pretzel way we tied. Looking at my life and wanna steal it 'cause you fried. Hater on my left, right. Stab me in my back, I be like, wow, 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 wow. When I turn my back, they be like,
yeah, it's just the audio. It's the audio. But that's her new song now. I mean, go check it out. You know the vibes. Real quick. Let me get back to it. I'll try to do real quick. This. Alright. So I got one more song to play. I hope it doesn't fuck up. If I can find it. One second. Alright, I'm gonna play it. It's called We Outside by King Fed. Oh no, I gotta play it off of. Okay. So I gotta play it off of this real quick. So let's do it. I'm gonna play the audio for y'all real quick. That Command C. Alright, this is the last song of the day. You already know King Fed, we outside, let's play it. Now I mean, let's get to it.
Yeah. We is not one of them, why they tryna compare me? Used to jump up on the train, now we jumping to Mary. Pray that God gon' take the wheel when I'm low, she gon' steer me. Still be talking to the Lord, I'm just hoping he hear me. Drippy balls when I step in the stool. Used to do this shit alone till we linked up with Punch. Put my all in every bar when I step in the booth. Now every time a nigga talk is a moment of truth. Keep a foot up on their neck till a chain up on mine. We could have the same watching it not on my time. Cause I be dripping like I'm beast with a God I'ma shine. And bigger with me in my jeans if I wanted his minds. Niggas hating cause I'm shining, get put on the chain. It be the niggas with no bodies who talking insane. Type of nigga that I book if I needed a stain. Still got love for all my brothers, just hope it's the same. Sometimes a demon is an angel that I used to trust. Gotta keep the circle tighter, gotta structure up. You ain't never take a risk, you gotta toughen up. Niggas fucking up the wave, I gotta brush them off.
Baby, we outside, there was never one of us. Have nothing, I had to level up. Baby, we outside, couple orders in the car. Daddy on my side, is it lover, is it lush? Is it lover, is it lush? Couple niggas moving sus. It's a movie I can touch, believe me, I promise. Could touch you wanna fuck, believe me, I'm on it. Used to be the man, I became the GOAT. Carrying the wave, try to stay afloat. I was always training go. I ain't Superman, no, I can't save a hoe. And Jing gon' let it go. Trust, that's the baby bro. Chill. Fuck how they feel. Fuck how they doubted us touching the mill. Give a fuck by the deal. Fuck out your feels. They fuck me, but your bitch will fuck me for real. We gon' trust so face, headshots, coke case. When you playing in the streets, gotta look both ways. Deep block, dotted I hit the block 08. Out trying to set us up, we ain't clicking no pay. Baby, we outside, there was never one of us. Have nothing, I had to level up. Baby, we outside, couple orders in the car. Daddy on my side, is it lover, is it lush? Is it lover, is it lush? Couple niggas moving sus. It's a movie I can touch, believe me, I promise. Could touch you wanna fuck, believe me, I'm on it.
Turn up your dial.
Alright, so that was the homie King Fed, man. Big shout out to them, I mean, big shout out to him. So we're gonna continue on with the conversation at hand. And the final question of the night, man, the final question of the night, we're gonna get into it. Copy. No, man. Final question of the night. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Can different upbringing cause an issue in parenting? Can it? Can it sit there bring issue in parenting? Real talk, like, can it? Because there's statistics going around stating that parenting on a crazy level, like, what I mean, a high crazy level. Where's the article at? Um, let's let's talk about it, folks. Can different parenting cause issues, different upbringings? Like, ooh, I gotta think for a moment because you know me, I gotta spicy with this question. Once again, shout out to Green Tea. If you ain't sipping on that ginseng, you ain't performing right. Know what I mean? So real talk, can it be an upbringing? Can it be different upbringing? What I mean by different upbringing is like, say you're from two different sides of the world. Um, I'm gonna get a little of flavor. I'm gonna be spicy right now and put a little flavor into this. Know what I mean? I'm gonna be spicy and put a little flavor into this. Um, hey yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I'm gonna be spicy for a moment. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna be spicy for a moment. I mean, this is one of those people. One of those people. I hate. I don't do that. Uh, I mean, I was cool with it, but we gotta do that. Can it be a different upbringing? What I mean by different upbringing, different issues, is because we live in a society where not everybody's from the same household, right? Not everybody's from the same household. Like, you got two people from different households. Say, like, for instance, I come from a household where religion is a big factor in my family, right? And let's say, for argument's sake, my current girlfriend, I'm not gonna reveal her name, and her family, religious is not a bigger issue in her family. Now, I mean, it's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to this question. Can different upbringing cause issue in parenting? Let's say, for instance, do you come from a background where you are uh a strict parent, while you are on the opposite side, you got the chill parent. I mean, the one that don't care, just chilling, vibing, macking, like acting like everything's all good in the hood, right? And it makes you wonder, like, real talk makes you wonder, chat. If a situation happens, say let's say a little Esther decided to sit there and grab the knife, and she accidentally cuts herself. Who's gonna be more reciprocal of the punishment, talking, and who's gonna tell her, XYZ to the ABC? And that's where it different. Some different, some similar. You know what I mean? You have the whole behavior discipline. Some of it will differ. Some of it may be going towards, Mama Dukes will handle it. Some will go towards, will Dad handle it? But it's all about the different upbringing. Like, we live in a world where we can easily deduce by upbringings who's more stricter in the family and who's more pleasant in the family. Oh man. Then it comes to loving, and then it comes to loving the whole relationship aspect. Who will show more difference in that? Who's gonna give you more love in the relationship, and who's gonna give you more of a relationship? You know what I mean? And then it comes to the educational aspect. Who's more stricter when it comes to education, mom or dad? And then here's the biggest part. The biggest part is freedom and autonomy. Now, I mean, that's where a lot of shit goes left. Freedom and autonomy. Now, I mean, overall, many U.S. parents raising their child similarly to how they was raised back in the day. That's 43%, folks. That's real talk. 43%. 43% saying that, yo, I with all due respect, I love my child. I love everything about my child, but although I'm gonna raise them to how I was raised, and that's 43%. Why? Because I want to sit here and know that I instilled the same morals and the same avenues, the same concepts, and the same beliefs into them as I was.
Stop the cap.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop and take a chill pill with that, respectfully, and learn the dynamics of the fact that they are also a human being. They are also a sponge. They are also people. We need to guide them, not just whip the book in their heads like, ow, what did that for? Read it. Ow, what did that for? Read it. Type thing. They open it up and read it, be like, oh, I gotta nah. Let's chill out. Let's vibe out. Nah, I mean, and give them the respect, because when asking an open-ended discussion, expressing race of the children, parents responded on many different dimensions of life. Some included the upbringing, some included responsibilities, some included dominance, some included um, a lot of stuff. And a lot of it comes from religious values and religion, number one. You know what I mean? A stinking 63% of the 63% of them mention that they try to do it based off values and religion. Nah, I mean, also the whole concept of, if you was raised by value parents like this, you have more of a leniency towards life. Like, different upbringings can literally make it break a situation. I know somebody whose upbringing was harsh, very, very harsh. Well, I mean harsh, I mean the person sat there, did some shit they're not proud of, but at the end of the day, they had a hard their upbringing was rough, right? You had this upbringing where you see mom, dad coax you, yo, be nice to the family, stuff like that. And the thing that people forget to realize is this one key word: morals, ethics, and sense of right and wrong, worth ethnicity, respect for others, stuff like that. Like, that's where people bring in the whole value and religion aspect into play. Know what I mean? Then you have the whole love and relationship aspect, where 44 gave the answer of love in their relationship with their children. Now, I mean, parents who they say are taking a different approach to raise their kids, they want their child to feel like they are grown up and growing up in a loving home. Now, that is true. A lot of kids now these days don't grow up in a loving home. Their homes are torn. Their homes are distraught. Their homes are vacant because of either mom and dad go at it, or there's court revolve, or there's a whole lot of unnecessary bullshit is what the word I'm looking for. Now, I mean, like, right? What's the dynamic relationship of this whole aspect? Well, simple. If you really think of it from a non contextual point of view, that parents want to sit there and want to give them the care of mom and dad, but how can it be mom and dad when there's only mom in the house? Or when dad in the house? I mean,
Make it make sense is what I'm telling you.
because we know the fact that it takes it takes a village to raise a family. Real talk, and a lot of people now these days, um, want to act like, oh, I could do it all on my own. Fuck all that shit. Da da da. But in all actuality, you can't do it all alone because there would be times and tribulations where you have to sit there and have the unconditional love and verbal affirmation with other displays of affection towards the situation at hand. And that's a lot of people fail to realize that they got to do that if they're doing it from a loving relationship point of view. If they're just smothering them with love and kindness, you have to keep the affirmation and affiliation of affirmation and display affection to a magnitude high, because you know showing affection when you was loved by a parent actually, believes it or not, makes you show affection towards your love and relationships, and that's where a lot of people fuck up at. It's all about upbringing, like can cause issues. Know what I mean? And this is where the decline of a situation occurs, right? So, prime example: parenting. Parenting when it comes to behavior and discipline. This is where it has hit an all time low due to the fact of ACS, due to the fact that kids found the outlet to say, "Oh, if my parent is hitting on me," which there's a difference between discipline and behavior, like real talk bad behavior. You know what I mean? And there's also no, actually threes. I take that back. Behavior, discipline, and actually getting beat the fuck up. Real talk. Like I'm not trying to cap. What? Nah, I mean I'm just being honest. Nah, I mean if you get beat the real fuck up on some fucking shit, it's nah, I mean on some nah, I mean so those are three avenues. 29% of parents, when asked this question, they have said raising it clear emphasize on responsibility and manage and respecting the rules of household chores. Some point out boundaries and accountability. Tolerance is unacceptable behavior such as lying. First of all, back in the day, right? Real talk. Back in the day, I recall of you know getting the ass whooping out of you, right? Well, now today's society, since the word ACS exists, we have a hard tendency to literally sit here and discipline these kids the proper way. Now, it can it be a part of can it be a upbringing difference because of parenting issues? Extremely, because now you're in a world where you have to verbally affiliate everything. You have to do voice command, and the old book says spare the rod, spoil the child. If I'm right or am I wrong? The whole book said spare the rod, spoil the child. If I'm right or am I wrong? I'm just saying. Like parents are about 1/10 of themselves, especially mentioning corporal punishment or discipline. Because when you add corporal punishment or discipline to the fact that these kids want to sit here and want to be like, hey yo, you want to sit there and beat me? Da da da. I'm gonna call the cops on you. Matter of fact, hold on. I'll do one better. They want better.
Nah, man, you got these kids, you know what I mean? Mama, you want to hit on me, so I'm going to call the cops on you. Nah, I mean, tell them they did some shit, nah, I mean, tell them they beat on me and all that. Yo, but and the crazy part around here, you know, the cops are going to believe me because they said this.
And that's what the
Crazy nonsense is. Like, then when you talk to them in this type of voice, the Freddy Krueger voice, want to sit there and want to wallop their ass real quick. Want to tell them, yo, you better go get that motherfucking switch so I can beat that ass real quick because you being stupid. They want to call ACS and all this extra
shit. And next thing you know, it's like, wham, bam, think you're officer, you're locked up in jail. It's a sickening concept of how today's society, we cannot sit here and literally properly train these kids to be better because our upbringing is different. It's causing friction. We have to sit here and talk it out. Back in the day, we got our ass beat. Prime example, if you fail grades, nah, I mean, you get a talk and it's not no, oh, I'm gonna take this, that away from it. Like, it's sad. And this is where it comes to the educational aspect and reflecting. Only 9% of parents say raising their kids similar how they raise in the education system. 5 said raising their kids differently, but both of them accept the fact that schooling or homeschooling or private school is much more better than public school initiative because they're not even teaching them. Now, when it comes to public school matter, now, I'm gonna pull it up. Now, I'm gonna pull it up. Since COVID, right? Since COVID hit, 49.4 million students enrolled out of public school into either private school or homeschool. Know what I mean? 49 million, right? That's a lot. Real talk, that's a lot. 49 million. Then you have the whole concept of homeschooling. And I'm going to show you the percentage real quick, right? Since that. I'm going to show you the percentage real quick, right? This is the percentage of every single homeschooling since 2020, right? Since 2019 and then some, right? The increase, the ethnicities. You see the numbers. Caucasian went up 4%, blacks went up a whole 1.2%, Hispanics went up 1%, 2 or more races went up. Then the parents participating within the homeschooling, 2-parent household went up to 6%. Like, it's showing how crazy homeschooling is, right? Of how reasons why homeschooling is more effective than public school nowadays. These numbers are showing us that kids rather sit here and be homeschooled. But then again, here comes the question. Can a different upbringing cause issues in parenting because you're being homeschooled now? So what if I tell you, let's say you do a equation, right? And I'm gonna write this equation down because I'm gonna sit here try to solve it in my head myself real quick. Let's do 47x to the third times 29x to the fifth divided by 3, right? Say that, right? And that's with the triangle root of square of 35 degrees, right? So that's a lot of math, right? Easy. Do it. Let me see. Divided by 3 squared. Yeah, bam, I did it. Right now, let's say you want to go type it up. Right. Let's say you want to do it the cheesy way. Right. Their way of cheesy way is they'll sit here. Right. They'll sit here. Go to Google.com. Right. Now I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you what these kids do. They go to Google.com, right? So I'm gonna type in the same thing I written. 47 x to the third. Times which is third times 29 x to the fifth. Right? They will sit here and do it like this. They don't want to even sit here and try to figure it out. Now, I was off by 2 numbers. I had 43 instead of 45, which is okay. It's understandable. I was rushing it. But it's just a concept. They would rather sit here and do this instead of sit here, do it on pen and paper, try to figure it out. They'd rather sit here, take the cheat code out of life. And that's what I mean. Like, can different upbringing cause issues in parenting, folks? Like, real talk. Real talk. I mean, think about it. Whole concept. Think about it tonight. I mean, can parenting really cause a lot of issues in today's society without having the right structure, the right state of mind? I mean, so that being said, I'm your boy, DJ Fly Hype. We gotta get up on out of here. It's about to be that time. Appreciate everybody got me tuned in, tapped up. I will not be here for Stop the Cap Fridays on the next week. Next week is New Year's, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, stuff like that. Most of my friends are African, so I'm gonna be spending time with them, chilling. But we'll be back on the new year though. So I want to say bless up, stay up. 2024, we're gonna do it big. I'm moving differently now in 2024. I'm not gonna talk about my moves. It was a setback. The devil didn't want me to be a blessing going into 2024. I mean, but hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hey, yo, Cuzzo, bro, wanted sorry, Lee, but I actually was interested since I used to be at homeschool, but have a good holiday. Sorry, I came in. Hey, yo, don't worry, Cuzzo. We could talk after that. We could definitely talk after that. Now, I mean, you can always play this back and watch this out of respect. Now, I mean, it always goes on the VOD. But that's what my plans are moving forward. 2024 is going to be a new outlet, new things. Now to the Purple Squad, I will be probably on tomorrow for a special edition. Um, Hope and pray it'll be a special guest in the mix. That would be Stop the Cap Podcast Special Edition. I don't know if Joe will give me the green light to put it on the rest of the platform, but we'll see. So I'm gonna say la vie, mon ami. We're gonna play our outro song. Then we're gonna get up on out of here. And the outro song. If y'all know me, y'all know this is my outro song for everything. Because I mean, I am that guy. I mean, I am that Itachi. Let's get to it. We out, baby.
Let me tell you a story. All of my life it was glory, and all of my people been warned. I tried to go show them that all of the smoke wasn't warned. I told them, but they just ignored the move that you making. They forward. You stepping backwards and pushing us forward. I tried to warn them. I can see you off with blood, but you don't know who blood that you pouring with all of them rash decisions that put me in bad positions. That gave me a chance, a mission to bad dimension. See, I had to slide with bad intentions. I did what I had to, and that's faction. I didn't forget my actions as terrible. Go ahead and label me the bad dude, man. I feel like a Tachi. Dressed in all black like a Koski. Wanna copy the style like a Gachi. But you can't do you sure ain't got copy. Arm breaking, I'm known for my bodies. I might ride my show feelings like my roof. And I walk with a chopper like Zabuza. So no, now tell me who's stopping us. Ain't no stopping us. Yeah.